This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Jorge Capetillo here in Cleveland. Jorge, first and foremost, how are you?
We're doing good, happy to be here in Cleveland and happy and proud to be here cornering Tommy Fury.
Let's touch on that. Obviously, you're going to be working with Tommy for his fight with Anthony Taylor on Sunday night. I know you've worked with Tyson previously, but is that how the connection was made when Tommy came out here? I know he trains with his father back in the UK, so did it just make sense to have somebody like yourself here?
Yeah, for sure. For me it was an honor and a great privilege to continue working for the Fury family. As you guys know, I'm part of the Gypsy King, of Tyson Fury team. And, Tommy called me, contacted me, and his father asked me if I can come and take care of Tommy. Obviously, that's what we're here for. And I'm proud of him because he's in tip-top shape and ready to go.
His US debut, he's a Fury man. There's a lot of pressure on him. He's got this huge social media following. How do you think he's taken to the States so far?
I think Tommy, he got a lot of experience about, social media and all the attention that he brings with them. But, he's, the good thing is that he went away for 8 weeks, so he's in tremendous shape. He looks terrific and ready to go. So we're confident in his work. He's confident in the guidance that I'm giving him. So, God willing, everything's going to be all right.
I know he only arrived this week, Jorge, but just from the little bits of work you've been able to do together, what in particular has impressed you that Tommy's brought out with him, his skill set?
He's a quick learner. Quick learner, got a good footwork and great power. Great power.
Of course, as we mentioned, Anthony Taylor, the man in the opposite corner on Sunday, he's been very vocal, very loud throughout the fight week. What have you made of some of his comments and the way that he's interacted with this fight week?
You know what? Let me tell you this. A fighter like that, he wants to get the attention as well. You know what I mean? He wants to hang out of all the cloud and the people that they're following Tommy. That's why he's so loud. He wants to make sure that everybody notices him. He's around them, you know what I mean? But, it's what it is. I think on fight night, everything goes away and then it's just Tommy and Hand in the ring.
There's a significant size and reach advantage for Tommy come fight night. Is this one where, because it is going to be such a big difference, we should expect to see Tommy to win, but to win by stoppage?
No, of course. Everything can happen. This is a boxing match. You know what I mean? But we want to work on those basics. We want to make sure that he's in the right distance so he can land the good punches.
I know Tommy won't want to look past Sunday, as I'm sure you will not, but obviously Jake Paul headlining. Is that a fight which you think most likely will happen next for Tommy if he's successful on Sunday?
I think it makes sense, I mean, we got to talk about, the opponent we had in front. We can disrespect them and talk about the future when we have an opponent this Sunday. After that, I'm pretty sure that's the fight everybody wants to see. It makes sense. Hopefully, we're going to come victorious. Hopefully, Jake come victorious too, because he obviously has a tougher fighter. He's a world champion UFC, so we'll see.
Just with Jake, what do you make of him in his career in boxing so far? How much of him have you studied, and what do you make of the skills that he possesses?
Say again?
What do you make of Jake's skill set? He's very limited boxing experience, but from what you've seen of him, has he impressed you? Do you see a lot of flaws? What do you make of him?
Yeah, what I see is just an athlete guy right now. Just an athlete guy, Obviously, it takes time to develop. It takes time to make a big steps in developing and progressing in boxing. Obviously, all the great world champions, they take years since kids, you know what I mean? But it's a great athlete, and he's bringing a lot of attention from boxing, and I think it's good.
What do you make of his fight with Woodley on Sunday?
I think it's a tough fight for him, you know what I mean? Obviously Tyron was already retirement, and he's a UFC fighter, so he don't have the same footwork coordination. I think it's gonna be a fight that is on Jack Paul's side.
Of course, I have to ask you about the Gypsy King. How is he doing? How is Tyson?
No, he's great. He's feeling blessed. He's with his newborn baby back home. God bless you and your family. And I just spoke to him yesterday. He's coming to Vegas in hopefully like in 3 weeks. So ready. He's been training. He's good. He's in good spirit, in good shape, and ready to to smash the duster on October 9.
I know, obviously, his camp was interrupted because of his newborn falling ill. So I'm glad to hear that she seems to be a lot better now, and the family's in a good place. But with Tyson's preparations, from what you've spoken to him about, how have things gone so far over in the UK for Tyson?
You know what? He's been so far so good, man. I mean, Tyson was training even in the pandemic. You guys remember he was doing live with people, training with people, interacting with people. So he's always training, he's always running, he's always hitting the gym. So he was in good shape, I remember when the first week he got in Vegas, back then, I think March, I remember the month of April, he was already doing 10 rounds the first week that he was there, so he was in good shape. And he was ready to fight, Obviously, the protocol says if he tests positive, everything falls down, and it was just all the protocol was ready to fight. He was hungry to fight, and he was ready to go.
Final one, when Tyson returned and fought Deontay the first time, they drew, but a lot of people thought Tyson won. Fights him the second time, stops him in emphatic fashion in that 7th round. This time around, October 9th, what should we expect?
He's going to expect the same time. Already Tyson take his heart, his mind, his soul. I mean, Wilder with all the excuses and all the stuff, he's in denial. So when a person is in denial, they don't grow because he's blaming everybody, but not himself, for his mistakes. And that's what happened. I mean, Tyson is focused, and he's gonna happen the same thing. He's gonna smash this guy.
I know I said that was my final one. This will be my final one. Manny Pacquiao, your Dennis Ugas this past weekend. Ugas overcoming Manny Pacquiao, but I just want to get your thoughts on Manny's performance and just kind of his career and his achievements and just everything he leaves behind in boxing if he doesn't fight again.
No, let me tell you this, Manny Pacquiao is a legend. He's a people's champ. We all love, and even me as a Mexican, I love the Filipino people. They treat me so good. I was in camp with him in Casemiro, so it's a blessing for him. He was 42 years old fighting in elite of boxing, man. It's not easy. So all my due respect for Manny Pacquiao, and I hope to see him again. He lost a close fight. He didn't get hurt, so why not?
Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you.